Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's get back to it. I missed yesterday, so I definitely have to stream today. The site is currently, or the project is currently in its best ever state. It is currently working. Everything is working. It automates everything beautifully. I just want to think about how maybe like in today's stream we can make things better, maybe make a new feature. We'll see, we'll see. But right now it works, and yeah, the everything runs automatically, which is amazing. It seems like it keeps state. Yeah, so Search Console is connected here. SEO is active. I was looking at Google Ads yesterday, and yeah, I think it might be possible to do something with Google Ads. It's just, setting that up and stuff might be quite difficult. But yeah, we'll have a look at that in today's stream potentially. And yeah, let's get some ideas down of what to do today. So everything works. SEO is basically done. Thanks, Robin. And yeah, these are the ones that are kind of remaining. I think email marketing would actually be easier. Um, so I could test email much more easily. I could make it work much more easily, etc. So I think potentially email would be the way to go here. The only problem is like I don't know how like having test orders and things, how that works and everything. The other one I was looking at was chatbots as well, which would be very, very interesting. But yeah, I don't want to get too carried away with what I do today. I think just adding a new feature would be nice because yeah, everything else works. It's fully operational, um, which is super, super nice. Now, I do want to do Google Ads. The only problem I'm having is like understanding how to connect everything together. So like on Shopify, I guess, yeah, running Google Ads is not the easiest thing to do through here. But if I go, what is it, marketing, Google search, email, failed. I could do something with email, I guess, for two men, using two men as like a, hey Nicholas, how's it going? I could maybe use two men as an example. They do a lot of emails already. You can see the emails have a very, very good impact. Look at these sales from email, it's crazy. Let's see, is this the abandoned cart? Yeah, that's crazy. Abandoned cart is so effective. So like what if we make an abandoned cart flow, but like it's automated? Like I remember setting this up, it took a lot of time to set up. But imagine it was like super personalized recovery emails. I think that could be quite cool. I think that might be something to work on. I could keep it draft, like I don't have to actually activate anything. Open rate is 87%, that's crazy. What is this? So yeah, I think email would be good. I think I can actually work on email as well. So yeah, let's get started, guys. Let's get coding. So we'll go to Claude Code here, and we'll say, can you swap email marketing and ads around on the side, please? Sidebar, please. So email marketing is ahead. Also, the sidebar needs to have a scroll or something as it's expanding off the page right now. So we have our localhost code, so we'll make sure that that's running as well in just a second. I'll just ask it to spin up the Docker container. What's good? Complete and launching my app also. Hell yeah, dude. I bet yours is very, very secure compared to mine. I think email marketing might be easy. I can set something like this up pretty easy. I actually made these myself, right? You actually have to still run through an automation. It's not like, it's not difficult, but if you can fully automate this, so you don't have to make all of these different emails. You can add different types of emails. I don't think I can show customer names on stream, so I'm gonna have to be extremely careful. But I'm just seeing what information is actually available. So we have what they've bought. I think personalized emails to people based on their buying preferences would be good. So instead of just having your bog standard newsletter that you send to everyone, right? What we could do is we could do like we can do this newsletter, right? And it's like, let's say everything has a 10% discount suddenly. So you want to do that on a newsletter. But like each email that's sent is different and it's specific and it's based on purchase preferences and things like that. I think that could be quite a cool thing. I'm just trying to see what other information we actually have available here. So it's mainly what they've bought. We're not collecting their birthdays, which would be cool if we could get their birthdays, but it doesn't look like we have their birthdays. So also like a newsletter pop-up creator would be good and like automator. I'm not sure how that would work, but I'm sure we can introduce that. So that's the first thing, because you do need a pop-up. People don't like pop-ups, but like you're just not going to get people's emails unless you have a pop-up. So highly recommend having a pop-up. And then so there's people who are from the pop-up, and there's people who have bought previously, right? These are all the emails that we could get. This is just for the AI thing that I'm making. Let's just say yes, sir. So pop-up, people who've bought, we can segment these with AI and send them specified emails based on what they've bought previously. That could be cool. What about like new products? Every time you add like 20 products, it sends an email out to people who are interested. That could be a good one. People who have spent a lot of money could be sent something specific, I guess, as well. Just go back to marketing, bring this back. Yandex organic, crazy. Look at this. Look at the traffic from Yandex. I might actually get that set up. Yandex and Bing. That is crazy. 1,825 sessions in 30 days is crazy work. Facebook ads are doing pretty well here. So yeah, I think email would probably be the best place to start here. With what platform to use for email marketing? I'll just be using Shopify. That's the beautiful thing about Shopify is they have Shopify email. And I'm guessing that we can make these, or is it email? Email. I think we can make these emails, basically. I think that's how it works. These campaigns here, I believe that we can make them. Because right now, these guys, they just send them to the same people every time. All the same stuff. And they manually make these as well. So what if we did it where it wasn't manual? That would be pretty cool. Opens 2049, visitors 75. Clicks, collections, summer 25. Oh, they make them on like Canva. Okay, interesting. What about automation like abandoned cart? Yeah, I'm going to be doing that for sure. Abandoned cart, price drops. What other automations are there? Let's actually just ask ChatGPT. Aside from abandoned cart, what other emails could I automate to increase my sales online? Subscribers to my newsletter, etc. Oh no, wait. Could I automate? Order confirmation, yeah, obviously, bro. Preferably ones that aren't already just baked into your Shopify. Visitors view a product but doesn't add to cart or buy. I don't know if it's worth making abandoned cart. I'm pretty sure abandoned cart is like, that's interesting. Thinking about it, I think abandoned cart is just like, I think it's just like an automated thing here. I don't think you actually have to make it thinking about it. You do have to turn it on. This is automated. They do have this automated, like, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be worth doing. I think you can just go to like automations, right? With Claude, you don't have to buy software anymore. You can just make your own. Yeah, that's definitely true. First product upsell, abandoned product browse. Why is this not turned on? Maybe just like making sure these are all on would be good, because like I don't know why this isn't on. This may as well just be turned on. Are these all just automated on every Shopify store? Like if I go to just any other Shopify store, what happens? Abandoned checkout emails by Shopify. View templates. Required app. And maybe just turning all these on automatically would be pretty cool. Could do automated socials too. Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Like these are all just automations. They're already made. It's just like I don't want to have to turn all of these on, right? So like maybe just turning all these on automatically if that's possible. Shopify GraphQL automations. GraphQL email. I hate this email. Leave me alone. Ah, it works though, bro. That's the problem. Like a lot of people, they won't necessarily go here. So like, can we automate this? Yeah, abandoned checkout. Hmm. What would that be under? It'd be under marketing. I don't even know if I don't know if this is possible. Let's just ask Claude Code. Okay, so spin that my appropriate container if it's in the post. Hmm. Marketing event. Okay. This is interesting. Email newsletter, UTM, schedule to send out. Marketing event, marketing events, marketing activities. Okay, so let's see if it's running. So localhost 5000, there we go, log in, log in, log in, log in. This should, now I've changed the sidebar, which is good, if it's worked. Let's see. So the marketing is first because I want to have a look at email marketing quickly. Let's see how good it is. What we can actually do here. I'll start asking Claude Code in a second. I just want to see if these changes actually worked. It's taking ages to load. Classic. Yeah, I hate these kind of emails too, but like you see the numbers that I just showed you before. Like this is just adding these has done like maybe 70,000 in the last couple of months for this business. So discount, mutations, abandon email update, activity delivery statuses. Looks like we could do something pretty interesting here. What is this? The unique match being provided. Please count, impressions count, comments count, favorites count. Create activity level engagement from marketing activity ID. I'm so confused. I'll let Claude Code handle this. I don't really understand what I'm reading. Okay, Claude Code. Firstly, you have access to the Shopify MCP. This MCP allows you to use natural language to query their documentation. I want to know if it's possible to A, automatically turn on all email marketing automations like abandon cart, etc. And then B, show people the results of those automations inside my dashboard. This should be a one-click thing. If it is possible, that should turn on all of the base automations like recover, abandon, cart, win back customers. Yeah, this is the one here. Yeah, here we go. Someone who hasn't ordered our store in 60 days. That is such an important automation. Holy shit, dude. Have you done any NA10 workflows? The problem with NA10 is if you want to sell an NA10 workflow for money, or if you want to include it in a production app, you have to pay NA10. I think it's 8,500 a year. So like I'm always thinking about production ready. For me, that's not good. Production ready environment, having to pay 8,500 a year. So I would rather just learn things myself, I guess. The NA10 MCP is really good for certain stuff, though, for sure. Using it as an MCP is pretty cool for automated stuff, but yeah. Why is this not working? This should have worked like 20 minutes ago. Hello? Why is this not working? Is it database related? Sorry, cache related. That does sometimes happen. I can't log in on localhost for some reason. Object abandonment. I don't just want abandoned cart, but I guess if we can start with abandoned cart, that's fine. Okay, so we use flow. Interesting. Okay. This is pretty cool. I think this is possible right now. What is going on here? Hello? Docker. What is going on, Docker? been running for 20 hours, maybe that's the problem. What's going on? Web. Right. Oh, it's the thing, right? Yeah. Max clients reached. It's the database. This keeps happening. Is it because I need to disconnect on my... I think it's because I need to close this, right? I really don't understand this Superbase thing. I don't know why it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm not sold. On NA10, yeah, I'm not a big fan of NA10, to be honest. It's too expensive. It's not able to connect to the database because there's another database is using it, I think. Okay, so create a dashboard that shows instructions from a server automation. Nah, what is this? Okay, so it can only do one of these. Shows instructions for merchants to set up automations. Provide one-click template guides for common automations. Track which automations are active via webhooks. It doesn't actually show. But can you turn on the automations via API or not? I don't think you can. I think that's the problem. That's a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. No, you cannot turn on Shopify's built-in email. It's enable, okay. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Setting up Shopify today. Yeah. Shopify Flow, creating workflows manually, third-party apps which may have their own APIs, which you can do. No, it's the same project. Read abandoned checkout data, track customer email consent, monitor marketing performances, trigger custom workflows. Yeah, but that's already all possible inside Shopify. That's a little bit disappointing, actually. Okay, so what if they just turn them on and then we track them? I mean, it's not really worth it. Shopify already does the tracking. I still think it's important to turn all of these on. And people don't turn them on, I wouldn't say. Like this absolutely has to be turned on, 100%. It just has to be turned on. I'm surprised you can't turn these on. Huh? What am I missing here? Hmm. I still think people need to turn all of these on. I think that's super, super important. Hey, so first time catching live. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Just trying to work out what to actually build. Like, I had high hopes for newsletter, but doesn't seem you can actually make newsletters, which, well, you can make newsletters, but you can't turn these on automatically, which was kind of the whole point. Like this one here, win back customers. Like this shit is so powerful. Sure, great. Turn on. Edit email and save. Edit email. I wish you could do this automatically. Up. Right. How much do you have to pay? This all kind of sucks. I mean, so news, at least automated, like the abandoned cart stuff. I guess Shopify does a pretty good job of it anyway, but I do still feel pretty strongly that there needs to be some kind of help for people to set that shit up. For sure. Where is this running? Oh, right. That's why. I just gotta close some windows, guys, from the last, like, way too long. They've been open. Jesus. Uh, okay, this should connect now, eventually. Okay, so you cannot turn on Shopify's built-in marketing automations. Okay. Enable, disable, abandoned cart recovery emails. Turn on win-back customer emails. Activate welcome series or other email automations. Configure Shopify app automations. I definitely think encouraging people to turn these on would be a big win, but like it's not. And then what? We give them. Ah, yeah, that's not bad actually. That's not terrible. So we we tell them to turn on all these automations. We tell them to add a pop-up that we can create for people. It's pretty easy to make a pop-up for Shopify and then just put it in whatever. And then you can create a flow to make sure that the pop-up is fully GDPR, whatever. And then we can then send newsletters, I think, automated. Can you send newsletters through the API for current subscribers? No, you cannot send newsletters through Shopify API. You joking? Well, that sucks. This is way too complicated. Looks like newsletters might be out, boys. Can't even send newsletters. That's crazy. We can still guide people though. So we can tell them to turn on all automations, tell people to have a pop-up, and then tell people, give people, oh, that's not actually a terrible idea, that we can give them the templates for emails, right? Let's have a look. I think it's HTML if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's block. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it pure block? Is there no way to... Custom liquid. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Custom liquid's not terrible. Something like that. Would this work? Something like this. This probably won't work exactly like this, but I think if we just do that and then, okay, so you can add HTML. That's good. There's probably no best-selling collection, so let's just, yeah, no, I'm on like a weird Shopify store that probably doesn't have any collections. Let me go on a different Shopify store so I can actually test this real quick. Wait, I just need a collection ID real quick, I think. Okay, so I should be, I'm pretty sure that we can give people liquid templates, which is useful at least. So let's see, customize email template, email. Let's go on just any like this, for example, I guess. Oh, you can't edit it anymore, obviously. Once it's been sent, edit email. Oh shit, let's just put that on draft. Fuck, I should be careful. Custom liquid, like that. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, we can, this, I mean, it's not completely dead in the water, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely disappointing. Do you run Opus 4? Yeah, pretty much. Just a little more money. Did you see Google drop their stable 2.5 preview today? I don't know much about Shopify as a like WordPress custom plugin because yeah, it is. Yeah, that would be pretty simple to have a CSV file that emails, then have AI to write content and also send it out now. Possibly. What is this? Holy shit, it's cheap. Damn, it's super cheap. What the hell? As if they put Opus there, that's so cheeky. They should really put Sonnet there because they're the comparable models. Same thing with OpenAI. Like this should be 4.1. It shouldn't be OpenAI 03. I hate how AI companies do this. There's such a biased fucking chart. Okay. 24-point Elo score on Arena, maintaining his lead on the leaderboard. And a 34 pin. Okay, I don't really care about LLM Arena. Variant start structure can be created with better formatted responses. Eh. Still rather use Claude Code, I'd guess. Um, wow, what does this mean? Okay, so it needs the actual. Uh, Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to see if we can actually do something with email or not here. Where am I going? Collections. I want to see if we can just. I want to see if we can actually automate this. I don't know if ChatGPT is just doing a bad job, but I'm kind of disappointed. I thought that we'd be able to do some email stuff. I was sure of it. I don't want to use Klaviyo. I just don't want to use Klaviyo. That's not a terrible idea, but just say the word bro. I don't like when ChatGPT talks like that. I don't mind it when Claude does, but not ChatGPT. Never ChatGPT. It looks like newsletter stuff might be out of the question, unfortunately. There's not really much I can do. There's not, I mean, I can just encourage people to do certain things. It's not really what I had in mind. Slightly disappointed, I must say. I definitely think telling people to set all this up is very important. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Where are the templates? I want to turn on product browse. Never mind. Okay, so looks like email is a dud. Let me ask some more questions. The whole thing might be a dud. I'm not actually sure. Well, not the SEO, but what about ads? Can you make ad campaigns inside my dashboard and push them to Shopify? Um, for example, making Google ad campaigns, which do A/B testing efficiently using AI. I am slightly disappointed, I have to say. No, you cannot create or... Oh. I'm a programmer. My parents are about to acquire a local Benjamin Moore paint shop in Burlington, Ontario. I was wondering if you had any ideas to use automation or AI for driving more sales. What are you, where are you building it? Like Shopify or what? The ads will be made on my dashboard though, right? So it's not in Shopify. They're made in my dashboard. And then I was hoping to like add them to the Shopify marketing thing. Got me one in the $100 plan, but I think that's why what they want. Yeah, true. Why is this not working? Well, I know why it's not working, but I understand you want to create your ads and then register them. Yes, you can do this. Create ads in your dashboard, push them to the Shopify marketing section, track performance in both places. Okay, so we can do the ads thing, at least. I think that'd probably be the next big thing, but I mean, it's so difficult. I'm not really an ads expert. But I still think it'll be worth it because, like, your options right now are like hire an agency or just like try yourself or like study yourself. Like, at the very least, the slightly better option would be AI to do it, right? I know there are probably a load of tools for this already and stuff, but if I was looking at this and I was like, right, I need an ad strategy, what should I do? I don't want to have to do it manually. How can we do this? It would definitely be AI to do it, right? And my idea is like a shotgun strategy where it spends $5 on different like what they call people, like what they called demographics in different countries, right? And then every time one is doing slightly better, it gets passed to the next, like a Swiss tournament, right? So the high performing ones get passed, and the low performing ones get dropped, and then the high performing ones from this get passed, right? I think this would be my system, right? But like, who the fuck wants to sit and optimize ads for 30 hours a day? So like an AI that could do this, I think would be really, really cool. I think it's not that difficult to make, but I also don't really know much about ads. But you could basically take like what, $100 a day budget, which is 3 grand a month. If you're going to spend 3 grand a month on ads, what would you rather do? Do it yourself with no knowledge, or let AI do it, right? AL ultra thinking has been a godsend. Yeah, true. I have sequential thinking and ultra thinking helps. I don't like sequential thinking. It uses up too much context. Hey bro, how's your app doing? It's doing good. I can't get to it on localhost right now, which is kind of annoying. I might just make a new database. Use their supervisors feed to make their new database more local. As it's crashing the database as they're using the same one. God knows how much that's going to cost, but whatever. I don't really care. I think ads. Yeah, I think ads is probably the way. Honestly, like I know that, for example, the guy who runs Mr Porkamo would be fine with spending something like this every month on ads. We could even do. Obviously, we can reduce this 10 a day to 300 a month. I'd probably say 300 a month would be the absolute minimum. It probably won't even be enough. But I think this shotgun strategy, it doesn't really matter what the budget is. Is this social ads or PPC or both? This is going to be Google ads. If you've got any recommendations, then let me know, because I have no idea about ads, of course. I was just thinking of strategies, and like if I was a business, I think I would like a semi-global business or just a full-on global business. I think I would go for this shotgun strategy where I think this is what good ads people do, but obviously on a smaller scale. So if we can outscale even the ads companies by just doing so many A/B tests of like 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever. And says, how much progress did you done yet? Like 70% or more. The the entire SEO thing is done, and it's working, and it's automated. So the SEO part is 100% done, I would say. Well, it still needs a bit of work, but. So can you give a brief about your app and what it's for and what's your revenue model? Yeah, sure. Let me just get access to it quickly. I can show you on DigitalOcean there as well. Effectively, what this app is not sure if this will log me in either. Okay. Oh, right, because it is logged in, I see. So yeah, basically you come here, you go to SEO dashboard, probably needs some kind of onboarding flow or something. I might actually make an onboarding flow. I've always wanted to do an onboarding flow. Oh, I might actually do that. That might be fun, actually. So you go to settings. I'm probably going to turn this into an onboarding flow, but you turn on products, you turn on smart collections, you turn on translations, you turn on alt text optimization, you turn on search console, you connect search console, whatever. You set your scheduled time, you set your Anthropic key, OpenAI key, press save, and then that saves your settings, and then automatically every single day it will optimize products, create collections, and translate everything into whatever languages you have set. My revenue model, basically, we have the revenue model is we have a lot of people interested in this already, of course, and we're not planning on sending it for too expensive. Cool. Add Microsoft advertising too. They can be simply be passed over, but better targeting on being interesting. Also, less bots. It's actually a really good idea. There we go. You are a tools vendor developing advertising management solutions for advertisers or agencies. Sounds about right to me. So if it goes viral, would you sell it? Don't know. Hard to say. Probably not. Depends. I'm doing B2B this time. Last time I did more B2C. This is more of a B2B SaaS. I might actually just do Bing first. Is that crazy? I just really hate Google, so like maybe I'll just do Bing first. I might actually just do Bing first. How is Bing for commerce though? Would that be crazy to do Bing first? Maybe. It actually seems simpler to be frank. Like cool project code name. What is it? I hate myself. Oh, Shopify AI Overlord staging. Yeah, true. Much lower audience than Bing. You can pass Google Ads to Bing. Not sure about the other way. Okay, yeah, I should probably start with Google Ads, right? The only issue is Google Ads just so fucking confusing. Okay, we'll just go with Google Ads first. This is the right thing to do. I'm probably gonna have to spend money here. Like, I'm gonna have to actually spend cash. Like, otherwise, how am I gonna even? Oh Jesus! It's gonna be super, super hard to test and everything. I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing this. Oh, got basically zero fucking experience with the Google Ads. I would say it's pretty much zero experience. Yeah, authorization. I mean, this is not that difficult. I already have this. And then what? Do we just make a new ad account and then tell them to connect that ad account to Shopify? How does this even work? Like, how do I? This has an ad account connected. So what if I go to ads, Google Ads, uh, Google? Yeah, I will. I will be. Oh, look at that Google Store bot at fakemail.com. Jesus. What is it? Is it on Markets or something? Google. Where's the Google app? Isn't there like a Google app or some shit? Wait, we don't have the Google app on Two Men. You are fucking kidding me. Does this do ads? Performance max ads. Google is a sales channel. Yeah, true. That's what it is. Yeah, sorry. We don't even have it though. It's crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, I know that you have to go to Google Cloud API console. I know that. I'm just seeing how it works, like on the Shopify side. Because if they can one click set up everything, it's gonna save me a lot of hassle, right? If they can just add Google as a sales channel, it's just gonna infinitely make my life easier. So what happens if I install this? You have to connect your Google account. There's an app, wait. You have a nice set in Google Ads, which is the website, but their campaigns get confusing. Google is a sales channel. Uh, this has to be the same as their OAuth. That's key. Whatever email they use here has to be connected to the same OAuth that they're connected to on. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So that they can just run through this process. This sets up everything for them, and then I can run ads for them. I'm not seeing any downside. I can make the. That's smart. Checking your site claim. ... That won't work though because the website is just this. What even is this? What the fuck? Uh, I can't actually set this up. It's very frustrating. I need a store that has this set up. I don't know if I have any. I guess I could set up Mr Porkamo. Oh, P Margo actually probably has it turned on. Why do I not have access? Oh my god, bro. So annoying. Can I see it here? I can see it here. Inactive. Pmax. So I can do something here. I need to know if I can add apps to this store. Probably can't. Oh, I can. Yeah, I am looking at that one. Yeah. So what I want to know is, can I get like this is a store that is in the situation that I would need a store. How do I not have access to this store? Like full access. That's so fucking frustrating. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Okay, I do get it though. I understand it. I just need to find a store that has this on that I can actually show on stream. Like, uh, Oh, maybe I could just do it on mattress land. Is this set up? Probably not. It's not. No, it's not set up. Maybe I could add it though. We should have all the information needed, like phone number and stuff. Yeah, that's not a real number, I don't think. But okay. Mattress land is a good, actually. Oh, what is that? That's an order. That's not good. Uh-oh. We got another order, did we? Oh no, it was ages ago. Um, so everyone has to run through this process. Everyone has to run through this process. That's how this works. I can't automate this, I don't think. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for tuning in, bro. This is actually a pretty good example of a website that we could actually, yeah, practice with for sure. The only issue is we don't actually want sales on this website because it's not set up fully for taking sales. But add a refund policy. Refund policy, return and refund policy. Insert template, sure, why not? Terms of service, insert template, great. Oh shit, whatever. Actually, I should change that. Uh, whatever. I shouldn't be doing this, but it's not fully set up anyway. Don't take long. Don't take long. 2 ads. I added them. Yeah. The problem with those things is they don't really do A/B testing, right? Like the A/B testing is kind of the painful thing that I just don't want to have to deal with. This is pretty cool. I can also play around with Google Analytics. Just create me a new one. What do you mean, bro? So, why when I press create new, it doesn't do anything? Oh, I have to like literally. Oh, okay, let's just use one that I can use then. 2 men is probably fine. Oh no, I need to physically make a new. Do not use. I think I have to make a new Google Analytics thing, right? Let's have a look. Wait, I can't show that. Why am I? Clothing, apparel. Why does it matter what fucking job just let me in. There we go, shopping. I really just do not like Google Analytics at all. I need to create a new account, right? Yeah. What is this? Mattress land test. I can show you guys this. I'm just making a new Google Analytics. I just did this. Oh my god, dude. Hey, Kenrick, how's it going? You need the Google Ads account. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So that should add to here. Let me just refresh this page. Google Merchant Center is running already. That's pretty crazy. Where's Google Analytics gone? I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused. Set up a Google tag. Install with Shopify. Copy your tag. Set up your Google integration. Go to the Google tag bit. Yeah, there we go. Save. Okay, nice. So I've just added my Google tag here. That's good. We meet the basic requirements. Product feed being automatically synced. That was pretty painless. That was a pretty easy setup, right? So now what we can do is let's see if we can run some ads. I don't want to just do PMAX though. Wait, I just need to make sure this is set up as well. Just made a new Google Analytics and it's called Mattress Land, which is, hey, where is it? Where is it? Mattress Land. How many fucking Google Ads things do we have? Jesus. Get me in. Why are they not in any kind of order? Why? There we go. Mattress Land test. Connect. Okay, sure, confirm, whatever. Complete. So that's Google Analytics added. Oh, can I just make a new account? Create account. New to Google Ads, get $400 when you advertise with Google. If you're new to advertising with Google, you get 400 euros in credits. So you can just turn all of this on automatically. Oh, look at that. Crazy. Where does this go? Google Ads. Yeah. Add billing details. Right, okay. Uh, what is the... Wait, sorry guys, I just need to check something. One sec, guys. Just have to add some. I have to add a payment thing to. Am I VAT 46B exempt? I have no idea what that even means. Yes. Whatever lets me press save, like. What? 1 second, guys. I'm almost done. Please don't ask me to verify. Oh, fuck's sake, dude. Fuck. Oh, sorry guys, I was muted because I was on the phone. I don't know if I can continue with the ad stuff right now, unfortunately, which is kind of disappointing. We'll just see if he answers now real quick. Probably not though. You must use analytics data to make decisions on Google Ads. Yeah, I will be definitely. This is pretty painless. It's just the obviously the very end. I can't fucking confirm a payment. Ugh, so annoying. I wonder though if we. I want to see if we can actually interact with what we've done here using API stuff. So we have analytics data, we have Google Ads data. A one-click like Google Analytics setup would be really nice. Where it starts like actually tracking stuff. I don't think most of that will be turned on, to be fair. Very frustrating that I can't do this right now, but I'll get it done when Rowan's around, for sure. This is pretty cool though. Right, I guess as we're kind of getting stuck on, well, not stuck, but kind of stuck on this stuff. Let's just test this actually and see if this works. Okay, nice. So it was detected on the website. So like this won't be set up fully. Why not? Oh. So what we could do is a one-click Google Analytics setup so that we're getting all that beautiful data. Because there's a lot of things inside here that aren't set up properly. Set up purchase events. This is the kind of shit that's not set up. So like if I go to, where is purchase events? I know there's a way to like turn things on. What website says Mattressland? If I go to Mattressland, can I see myself on there? The tag is right there, yeah, so it should pop up here. There we go, Island 1. Okay, good. So that does set it up. Link to Google Ads. Bid on GA4 conversions, target ads to GA4 audiences. Can we automate any of this process? This one's done, this top one is done. Like, can you turn this on automatically? Maybe if I search it here. What? It's kind of confusing. We could definitely do like some kind of ads thing. It's just like to what extent would it be? And how do I like interact with all of this data? One of the problems is that I just don't have enough experience with Google Ads. Like you saw, that was pretty easy Google Analytics setup, and you can see it's working. So there is a key event here of purchases. This is just all stuff that I'm just not familiar with. It's going to be very, very hard for me to actually make something here, thinking about it. I'm very familiar with everything else, but yeah, I'm just not familiar with this stuff at all. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. It's very confusing to me. I think I might just work on something else because, like, I just wanna actually work on something today. Let's see if we've got the the setup for this. What is my? I need an access code. Oh, there's a fly on my other screen. Hello, Mr. Fly. I feel a bit deflated. Like I thought it'd be easier. The ads thing is proving a little bit more complicated than expected. The other options that I have, I can always come up with more options. It's not a big problem. These were all defined by AI in the first place. So let's actually just have a conversation with Claude Code real quick once it's fixed this error. And let's see if we can come up with some ideas using the GraphQL itself for what we could have on the side except what we've got now, right? So I'll just have a conversation. The ads thing I will definitely be implementing. I just need a little bit of time to set up payments on a test store. But yeah, I'm just trying to think what else we could actually work with here. SEO is obviously the easy one for me. I knew how to do most of these already. The other ones are where it gets a little bit harder. Maybe I need to go on incognito. No. Ads will get there. What about the email campaign you're thinking of? Yeah, I was looking at email, but you can't actually create emails on using the GraphQL. Can't actually create email campaigns here. I'd have to use Klaviyo, which I don't really want to use Klaviyo, to be honest with you. What are my options here? AI chatbot, ticket management. Ticket management could be quite good. Watching emails and watching junk for big businesses and creating tickets, that's crazy. Tell me that's not crazy. And then flagging them like potential sale or customer might leave a bad review or that's insane. I'm going to do that. So how does Google Gmail API? How do I read people's Gmails? It's OAuth, right? So it's just the same. So if I go on console dot whatever and I go to data access, is it this easy? Is it actually this easy to get people's emails? Because Gmail, Gmail API, read, compose, and send and permanently delete all your email from Gmail. So let's say, oh my God, that's genius. We have like a thing. One of the problems that I noticed at Porkamo, like iSuit, was spam email, emails going to junk, right? Emails being ignored. They basically, every time something gets listed on eBay, they get an email, right? Every time something gets unlisted from eBay, they get an email. So their email list is just fucking spam to shit. Something to like automate the process of like only showing the emails that are important to people would go a long way. Would go a really, really long way. I think that is a super, super good thing. I don't. What do you guys think? I think that's a really good. I know how to build that as well. I think I can build that quite easily. Let's go on localhost 5000 here. This should now work. Unless it's still broken. Come on, bro. So lead scoring on emails, etc. Yeah, basically just like instead of like having to read, I mean, I would use this. I would use this for my YouTube channel, but like instead of having to read every email and keep an eye on every email, it would basically be like this email was found in junk. We think that you should check it. It would be like an augmenter. Like you'd still have to like unless we processed every single email, but like might be worth adding an option for Outlook too. Yeah, true. True. Oh, right, I need to set the password. That's probably why it's not working. Yeah, so I think this will probably be the play. I'm just trying to think like how to how to like ignore the spam, right? Because you kind of need to send all emails to AI one by one and get it to score them. And I wouldn't trust a stupid AI. Probably 2.5 Flash Gemini would be the best. It scores them, outputs in JSON, right? And then you just display the JSON. It's that simple. This would be a pretty simple system to make. It's just like, I think there should be like some kind of workflow to add like the word eBay to ignore and like Facebook to ignore and basically anything else, just add them all to ignore. But the user themselves would have to do that, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're just gonna. Why is this still not working? Shut down DB termination. That's a different error. I think this would be a good system. I'm just thinking of the things that we can do to help certain businesses. Like I know that a lot of people get things lost in the email. This could be like a almost Shopify agnostic, actually. Anyone could use this. It's not necessarily to do with Shopify. Where else do tickets come in from? WhatsApp, I guess. Yeah, interesting. This is I would call this like some kind of ticket system, I guess. Is it that useful though? It's pretty useful for certain businesses, I would say. Let's see if this works now. Probably not. I'm gonna guess it doesn't work still. I'm not having a good time trying to get databases to work right now. What are you working on today, guys? Kieran, what are you working on today? How do we add the security layer? Is there a good MCP for that? Nicholas, that's where you come in, dude. Nicholas, you should make an MCP that adds security to projects. That'd be amazing. I don't know how useful this is. Like I know that they would find it useful, but I don't know if anyone else would find it useful necessarily. Forms on websites. True. True forms, yeah. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna go back to just need an access code. Okay, that worked. Oh God, where's that notepad from like 3 days ago with all of my fucking things on it? There it is. This really needs to be fixed. The light mode is still absolutely fucked on that. I need to fix that for sure. Okay, so this is Chimichurri Napoli added to the test database on localhost, which is now working. Perfect. We can now actually start working on something. So I'm just going to do a slash compact here, and then I'll bring the conversation back over to the other screen. But yeah, this is what we're working on. So an email system connecting to one's Gmail, is that useful? I think ticket management is useful. It's a quite small feature to the very bottom here. Email marketing, you can see, has been put above here. But as we found out before, it's not that useful. Try to look at automating a salesperson manager with Make/Claude. What do you mean by that, salesperson? What would they do in your vision? What would that person do to be a salesperson? It would ring people. It would email people. What would it actually do? That's the problem. Although, actually, now that I know how easy it is to connect to Gmail, backlinking could be pretty feckin' interesting. I need to talk to Dagan about that. Okay, so we slash compacted here. I'll just bring this conversation over. Okay, so this is my project, Mr. Claude. Let's do slash MC here. Okay. Okay, so we make changes to local dev. They show instantly on localhost. So we've actually got a CI/CD pipeline. What should we work on first? Oh, it's got a scroll. Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah. I feel like I can do anything, so that I need to think. It deals with inquiry emails and forms. Oh, so yeah. I mean, that would be part of the ticketing system, and we could also automate the emails back. Actually, true. Why help the competition? Let's gatekeep Claude code. Dude, you don't want to gatekeep anything in life. There's no point. Me making these streams will allow people to make whatever they want, and if people make money from that, then I'm empowered by my helping of other people make money. That's how I feel about it. Okay, so we're connected here. This is our project. So read my entire project so far and understand what we're working on exactly. Can you revert to a checkpoint in Claude Code? So you can't necessarily like integrate it into Claude Code, but what you can do is what I'll do in just 1 second, which is create a new branch, right? So the way it works is I have my GitHub, I have Shopify AI Overlord, I have main, and I have dev. When I start creating something, I start a new branch. If I like the update and it's working, I push it to dev and see how it interacts on a live server. And if I don't like it, I revert back to dev and I try again, basically. Holy shit, that's a lot of Python scripts. If that makes sense. That's the process that we have. All boats rise with the tide. The less people know, the better the world would be, because think about what if the customer knew they can do themselves by now buying a $20 subscription. All power to them, dude. All power to them. Power to the people and all that. I hope someone makes millions off one of my ideas or my builds or something. As long as they slip me 20 grand down the line, then fuck it, like whatever. Why does this not have a store? That's interesting. So it lacks the revert. Yeah, it does revert. It does lack that. It does. That is true. That's weird that it says no store detected. That's wrong. There should be a store detected. Interesting. I'm not sure why it says, yeah, I'm not sure why it says that. So ads automation we'll do probably tomorrow. I think customer support, I think looking at, I think having a ticket management system so that deals with customers and potentially emails them back as well. And also like maybe even like gives employees jobs or something. Nah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm definitely a power to the people type of person. Like I love sharing my knowledge with people. Knowledge. You know what I like more than that? Knowledge. What's that guy even called? I've forgotten his name. He wanted me to teach him one of his courses, and I just never emailed him back. I was gonna do it for fun, but I never did. Knowledge. Look at all my Lamborghinis, but you know what I like more? Knowledge. Oh god. That was back when the internet was funny. Dang, Jerry, didn't know people like you just thought it was a story like the Blue Man. Hey, Hamish, I've been following this thread with Claude Code. I've missed a session or two, though. Just curious about the backend, the four processes you have running to optimize and do stuff. It's Celery and Redis. Back in a bit, need to run out quick. Thanks for tuning in, Kieran. The store should now appear in the drop-down. There we go, Chili and Napoli. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm guessing that was database related because we did just migrate a database over, so. Okay. So. I really think a ticket management system would be the play here. It would use OAuth, obviously. AI chatbot I was looking at last night seems quite complicated, to be fair. It doesn't seem quite as easy as I thought it would. What I was thinking of doing is building like a server where everyone's chatbot sits on that server, and then I just use fast API and Python to show that chatbot. Yeah, I don't think that would be too complicated either. Do Claude code the backend tasks, and is it using the scheduler cron? Also, when did you review Gmail in today's session? Did Claude code the backend tasks? Yes. The important thing for celery and celery is cron, I think. I'm not actually sure, but celery and Redis, which is the system that I'm using. There's a worker and a scheduler, right? This is the system that Claude Code created. The key thing about this is like the state of the job. Is the job turned on? And if so, does that then actually schedule the tasks? Or is the job turned off? So the other thing that you need to actually consider is database, like Supabase. How does it actually store the job information, and is the job information correct? And is it correctly passing on that job information to the scheduler? Because if it's not, it won't start, which was the problem. My system now works completely, which is really, really nice. But yeah, I was having some problems with that for a while. So okay, so that's good. That's been created. I still kind of want to fix the light mode, dark mode thing. So I'm just going to say, can you take a look for hard-coded light or dark backgrounds throughout the project, which are ruining the light mode, dark mode? This was from previous work I did. That it's specifically hard-coded light or dark backgrounds that you're looking for. Like also if you go on Search Console as well, it's kind of fucked up too. But yeah, like I was saying, it is actually working, the app. If I go on the staging, which is where it's actually running and growing someone's website, this is kind of where I can see it in action basically. And it does actually run. You can see it's been running this entire time. So it's already created 10 collections. Yeah, I need to really think what to do next. I was going to have a conversation with Claude Code about it, but I didn't actually get around to it yet. I'm just still trying to fix some issues with the app, I guess. UI UX issues, which I normally don't care about. Thank you. Think I need to go back and review that live if you leave them up where you did the celery. I actually wouldn't recommend watching the way that I did it live because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Instead, what I would do is I would just get it to set up celery from the beginning, like in your first prompt. What I'm working on right now is like I'm kind of working on like a one-shot boilerplate prompt that's like I don't know, like use Docker, GitHub, the Supabase MCP, Uptash MCP, and something else. There was another one. DigitalOcean MCP to create me a system, a secure, I guess you could say, system that uses access codes through an admin in order for me to control who has access to the app. Create a Docker instance for local development, and create dev and prod databases on Supabase and on Uptash, or also create me a scheduling system which will allow me to set automations on my app. Use Flask and Python. You don't have to use Flask and Python. You can decide whatever the fuck you want to use. You can use Fast API as well, for example, and Python. It doesn't really matter, but this is kind of the prompt I'm working on right now to like, oh, it's too long to send in the YouTube chat. You can take a screenshot of this and put it on ChatGPT. I can't believe that's too long to put in the chat. Like, come on, dude, it's not that long. I'll probably make a video about this actually as well. So like this, I'm kind of working on this prompt right now. I'm trying to think what else I could add to the prompt. I'm not sure what else to add to it, but like this is kind of the. I'll just put this prompt for building a boilerplate. It's like a boilerplate system where you can then just start to add features from the very beginning, and you won't trip up on any of the awful things that I tripped up on throughout this entire process. So this is yeah. I'm just working on this now. I haven't finished it, but hopefully that makes sense. So let's see what it actually found, because good, this is. Now I didn't start a new branch. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I'm a fan of creating the PRD and other design docs, then wrap with the top level to manage. This is slightly different. This is more of just like it can do this in one prompt, like, and you'll basically have the same system I have that you can just add um, information to later. I don't like what it's doing right now. I'm not actually sure what it's doing right now. It's gonna fuck this up somehow, isn't it? I can just tell. Oh wait, that's the staging site. Oh, they fixed it, kind of. This is better, right? I'm pretty sure. That looks really good, to be fair. It's changed those colors, but I actually prefer it like that. I didn't really like those colors. This looks way better. I love the UI of this, honestly. Yes, little more than zero shot with a detailed prompt though is amazing. How much can you can get done in one go while we watch or do the other research? Yeah, it's crazy. I absolutely love how this looks. Just update the colors here on the main page and it's pretty much perfect. I'm not sure what's causing this problem. Where's my live stream? I've lost the live stream. There it is. It's been a pretty good live stream so far. Learned a lot. These things do take time. It's not quite as easy when you don't already know how to build the thing that you want to build. I spent a long time thinking about the SEO part of this. So obviously it was going to be my, like, to be honest with you, it's probably just worth me focusing on SEO. I can do the ads thing. I can do ticket management. I can do AI chatbot. I can definitely do some kind of Google Ads integration that runs shotgun things based on the languages that you have set in countries where those languages are used and kind of optimizes itself. I think I can definitely work on that. Email marketing might have been a dud. Doesn't seem like you can actually do much in terms of email marketing inside the Shopify API, which we learned today, which is a bit disappointing. SEO, I mean, there's no backlinks here. There's no automated outreach. Yeah, and other stuff like that. Oh, Rowan might actually be coming in clutch right now. Oh, it's done. Add billing details done. Create a campaign, right? Okay. Nice. Nice. I just got access to Google Ads on Mattress Land. Okay. The only problem with this is that we don't actually want sales on this store, but I mean, whatever. So Google Ads active, create campaign in Merchant Center. Why in Merchant Center? There we go, pending. Total 150, under review 150, not approved 1. Classic. Okay, I mean, this is looking pretty positive though. The fact that it integrates so easily is super, super nice. Yeah, we'll just keep fixing the problems that we're having with how the thing looks real quick, and then we'll swap over to working on a new feature. This looks so nice. This makes me want to cry when I see that little glowing thing there. In your UI, does the nav on the left show what section you're viewing off your feedback? No, not right now. Yeah, I'm not that bothered about view stuff, but you can set up ads and pause them, just don't run. Yeah, but I want to like actually. Yeah, true, true. I want to like actually, see progress and make sales and stuff. But obviously, yeah, I have to work with what I've got, I guess. God, this dark mode looks amazing. I could look at this all day long. God, it just looks so good. I just need to change these font colors, and then like I would say it was done. Yeah, I'll just have to set the ads up and stop for now. I just want to see if I can like even interact with this kind of stuff. That would be enough for today, just to see like an ad in my dashboard, right? I'll be in Italy for 2 weeks soon, guys, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like streaming might be a bit difficult over there. The internet's not great. But I'll have a lot to work on, so like I don't want to just vibe code the whole time on my Mac, non-stop vibe coding. So if I just go on here, go to data access, add or remove scopes, ads. Google Ads Scopes API. AdWords. Why is that not a scope? Why is AdWords not here? Oh, maybe it's sensitive. No. AdWords. Hmm. Configure a cloud project for the Google Ads API. Any Google app used to obtain credentials for the scope will need to undergo Google OAuth verification. Anyway, for yeah, no, it's fine. Oh. It's complicated. Anyway, great job. The hard work showing. I reached out a couple of months ago and then need some surgery better now. Looking to do something with my domain popping today. Maybe some type of hot site. I mean, if you do Shopify, then yeah, Shopify, we could definitely do it. Yeah, okay. 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 So it's right there. Now this has access to Google Ads API. Okay, interesting. Let me just see if that fixed. No, okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And what is it on light? Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Oh, there was some more problems. I remember on here you can't really see everything, yeah. On dark mode, what about light mode? Yeah. So dark mode, the settings thing. and then also just the settings page. Did you see the new version of Gemini 2.5 today? Yeah, I'll probably test it for a video, but only because it will get a lot of views. I'm kind of obsessed with Claude Code, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably test it. I probably will test it. I see people prefer Gemini over Claude, yeah, but it's more about the Claude Code was built specifically as a tool for Anthropic engineers, and they released it to us. So, like, for me, it's like I've seen an interview with a guy, like, he said that they weren't even sure if they should release it to people, and I understand that, and that means that it's built specifically to be good at what it does. I mean, I will test the new model, but I'm noticing more failed tool calls. Yeah, something's going on. They for sure made it stupider. Don't know why they have to do that every time. It's very, very, very obvious and annoying. Yeah, of course they say it's better at coding, obviously, because they're losing usage. It's so funny. What's it called? Open router. Like, this is the real 0506. That's not even the one from today. Oh yeah, it is. Oh no, it is. Wait, is it? No, this is so confusing because of fucking American time. So if you look at rankings, you'll see that Gemini will have dropped off massively, I would guess. 2.5 Pro anyway. Yeah, look, Sonnet 4 is here. 2.5 Pro is here. Do I only use Opus? I don't know what I'm using, to be honest with you. It uses more than one thing at a time. Models. What did I want to see? Oh yeah, models, yeah. Here we go. 0605, okay. I haven't even looked here recently. I've been so obsessed with what I'm doing here, like barely been looking at any updates. Okay, that's good. Ugh, come on, dude. Yeah, it uses Opus first. That's how it works. In my setup, I use Gemini, Claude, OpenAI concurrently using Windsurf, Recode, and Klein. Yeah, I just got obsessed with Claude Code. If you could use Gemini 2.5 here properly, like I know you can use it as an MCP or whatever, but if you could use it like as part of their mod, if you could select Gemini 2.5, I'd probably try that and test it, but I don't know. Built 4 fully working web apps and 1 bot since the weekend. Hell yeah, dude. Good shit. Good shit, good shit. Let's see if that fixed it. Come on, bro. I have Hamish to thank for opening my eyes to possibilities. Do you remember how skeptical I was at the beginning? Yeah, true. Actually, that's true. That's so true, dude. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, true. Crazy. It's nice though. That's why I stream. That's why I stream. That's why I make videos. That's why I've always made videos. My success is measured by the success of others, not just my success. It's also measured by my success, of course, but I put a wait, what is this doing? Stop. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if it's bullshitting me still. Okay, it does work. That's pretty nice. That looks really nice. What about light though? Is it gonna fuck up light? Nope. Okay, and then settings I think also needs the same thing. Oh, it doesn't. Nice. Okay, beautiful. Uh, Fuck it. I'm so done with making these changes. Amazing. Let's push to dev. So push these to dev. Next, I want to join more like minded people, so check out how the Skool community is. The Skool community is great for that, for sure. It's a really good community, for sure. The guys in there are really good. I'll post it. But it's definitely like more of like a community of people who are just trying to, do this kind of stuff, I would say. I mean, there's definitely useful stuff on there as well, but the community is the best part by far. Okay, so this is all. Why is this inactive? Did I not turn this on? Oops. Auto translation, sure. Let's turn this off. Do Spanish and then save. Okay, that should turn things on. So if I go back here, it's now active. Beautiful, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so now we go here, we see if it's working. Let's do a slash compact, because we don't have that much left. Okay, so this should make automated changes to here in a second when this is finished. I kind of want to run that prompt that I wrote before and see how it does. I'm kind of interested to see how well of a, like, now that I've learned all that stuff, how easily I could remake this project or make another project. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could make it work for WordPress now. And also I was going to do the onboarding flow. An onboarding flow would be cool. So you like decide what to turn off and what to have on with advice. Like we recommend you put products on, but we recommend you don't put collections on. Or we recommend you add more languages first before blah blah blah. That kind of stuff would be cool. An onboarding flow would be amazing. Let's just see if this updates automatically. It should do. This should have a scroll now. Beautiful. I think I might delete the sidebar. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Okay. Okay, so old mate, you have the chance to shine right now. I want you to activate UltraThink. I want you to use. Can you make GA4 easier to understand in here and get the real info people want to know in an easy way? I would probably look at AI setting up GA4 and then showing it in an understandable format. That's probably the way that I would go about doing that. And that is something that I'm looking into for sure. I want you to use the Shopify MCP and my sidebar to understand new features I could add to this project. The issue right now is that email isn't that great. You can't create marketing campaigns. Ads I can do. I want to use OAuth to get onto Google Ads and create automated ads, for example. Ticket management, my idea is to monitor people's inboxes and spam junk for customer emails that might slip through the cracks and give people easy way to manage customers, etc. I want some more ideas for features based on A, getting sales or traffic, and B, the GraphQL Shopify MCP that you have access to that allows you to do natural language searches of Shopify's documentation. Let's vibe together, baby. I don't know why I added that last sentence. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is probably one of the greatest use cases of Claude Code is like, what can I do next kind of thing. So let's have a look. Customer segmentation. I mean, this would be useful for sure. So like, if you don't know Shopify the way it works, I can't show you this, I don't think, because of GDPR. But inside customers, you'll have customer information. You can segment that information, and then maybe you could, yeah, I don't know. That's how that works. Let's see. Abandoned cart checkout doesn't work. Order draft order. Let me check for analytics. I'm going to use for advanced features. Let me try searching for them separately. It doesn't really help to have just information on abandoned carts. It's not really that helpful. Discount pricing. Fulfillment and inventory management, again, not really a way that I want to go down, I wouldn't say. Necessarily. I'm not going to like the ideas that it comes up with here or anything. Something I put into Harbor as a new feature, like in 30 minutes, was like a backlink bait maker. So Hamish, I use Celery / Redis to control JS Python scripts I would use to crawl other news sites to scrape content for my what? Yeah. For example, yeah. You can use Google Trends as well. Damn, that's a good idea. Google Trends Celery thing to find trending blog post ideas or whatever, I guess. Let's have a look. Using customer list, and customer journey APIs. AI-powered customer lifetime value predictions. Not very helpful. I mean, nah, but Shopify just does all that. Automated VIP treatment workflows. Create draft orders for special discounts for high-value customers. That's pretty crazy. Churn prevention system. Monitor customer activity and automatically trigger win-back campaigns. Yeah, but how do you automatically do that? Ooh. Well, that's a pretty good feature. Yeah, Google Trends is still good for that because that's where you come up with the ideas of what's trending right now. Google Trends is the best thing for that, I would say. Nah, this is shit. I don't really like any of these. Wait, I'm just trying to conceptualize something right now, guys. Because I was told it couldn't do this before. Okay, so yeah, it's the same. Okay, I want more ideas. The ideas you gave me before were kind of shit. Let's think outside the box a bit beyond the norm. If you look at my app so far, it does things like create collections, etc. for SEO. Let's think about ways to bring traffic and sales. One idea is just. I wonder what happens when you said it. Say, let's think outside the box. So yeah, we got discounts. A blog post generator, but I mean, I've got Harbor, but I mean, we could do that, I guess. God, Shopify is so good. I mean, there's just nothing more useful here. Like, this is all the useful information. Hmm. Viral collection. Don't want to say that word on stream. Price psychology engine. Holy fuck, that's a good idea. So like it goes through all the products and it says, right, 682. Why is it not 699 or like 69689 or whatever, right? For example. I do like that idea. I mean, sure. What is this? I can't say half of these words. Competitor parasite mode. Most savage. Jesus. Holy crap. Like, I don't even want to read most of these fucking words on stream. Create AI person. I actually really like this idea. This is like insane, dude. The Twist collections update hourly. Bro, is this some like mad shit? Like what? Yo, am I a genius? What about, oh my God, it's so simple. It's so simple, but it's so easy and it's so brilliant. What about a calendar of the year that marks all the days and then 2 weeks before that date it makes a collection? So Father's Day in the UK, Father's Day, UK. Oh my God, this is insane. This is possibly one of the best ideas I've ever had. So like today, let's say 10 days before Father's Day, it makes the Father's Day collection for the UK specifically. Guys, that is that not the most insane idea ever? And it makes the collection. Father's Day gifts 2025. I'm a genius. I'm a goddamn genius. Oh well, Claude is a goddamn genius, but I'm gonna make that. It's slightly different to what it says here. Average dude with genius tools, perhaps. Yeah, true. That is a really good idea. What is it? Create decoy effect. Bundles automatically. A bundler would be cool, but not all businesses appreciate that. Abandoned cart. Don't want to say that word. I think I'm gonna go with that idea, yeah. It's still SEO related, but like at the end of the day, I'm an SEO. Like it would make like Black Friday collections, everything. Collection roulette, dynamic collection, mystery deal of the hour. These are pretty crazy. Some of these ideas are actually super, super nice. What is this? Monitor competitors' best-selling products, auto-create comparison collections, generate better than competitor landing pages, price match plus beat automatically, the savage move, bid on their brand terms with their specific... That's not even legal. Claude, that's not legal. I don't think that's legal, Claude. Bruh, what do you mean? Yo, Claude is fucking savage, dude. Claude is a savage. That is savage. Is this even allowed? Yeah, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. I mean, people do it, but I don't think you're allowed to. I wouldn't do that anyway. Yeah, true. I wouldn't even do that. I think there's some logic in like spying on your competitors for certain things, but I wouldn't do the savage move that it says here. Stock market collections. Prices changed? Nah, shut up. People with pubs used to do that in my hometown. If people were like, if everyone was buying the same drink, the price would go up. A lot of industries you can bid on competitor terms are fair. Multi-channel, like what are these words that it's using it? What is going on, dude? Also generate trending in customers' city collections. Create fake scarcity with only 3 left in location. People that you also bought with. What is that, dude? Live purchase notifications that create FOMO. The dark pattern. Make unpopular products look popular. Jesus. It's actually crazy, dude. I think I'm gonna make this, but I like this idea a lot. I would say 1 month before, like prom in the US. Like every year we get loads of traffic from an article that I wrote about prom. And every year, if you remake a collection every year, well, and then what, do you delete the old collections, I guess? This would also give people a reason to stay subscribed. So you'd have like a Black Friday collection. You'd have a... I do like this idea. This is a pretty good idea. It's just SEO though, but I mean, I am an SEO, so kind of makes sense. I did do this for 2men manually. Like if you actually look at the search console of 2men, I can show you something pretty interesting. So what this would automate this process basically. So if I do 16 months and then put add filter page, you know, this is actually a genius idea. This is such a good idea. You'll see how insane this will be in a second. Look at this. Look, bang. I mean, it's not the most insane, obviously. It's only 19 clicks or whatever. Oh, it's translated as well. Of course it is. But yeah, literally all it is a page with suits and then Black Friday. And then obviously they have a Black Friday code. Yeah, so I mean, that's generally the idea. That's what I'm working with right now. I do like that idea. It would have to work with some kind of discount code though, I guess, but that's fine. I guess that's not really our problem. I think this is the one. Like, how many events are there a year that this would be relevant to? I'm making a tool that automates creating collections for days like Father's Day and shit. Realistically, how many of these holidays are there a year? Christmas, Black Friday, etc. Consumer-led holidays. I think LED should have been LEAD there, but whatever. January, New Year's Day, winter clearance. Valentine's Day, perfect. Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, yeah. International Women's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Easter. Tax Day. Mother's Day. Memorial Day. Spring sales. It's true, you could automate your spring sales pages too. Father's Day. Graduation season, Pride Month. Independence Day. Summer sales, Amazon Prime Day. back to school, end of school, Labor Day. It's not that much, to be fair. I mean, it would still bring in sales every year, but there's not that much. There's not that much really. I like this idea. I might put this on the back burner for now. I do like this idea. These are like really interesting ideas for sure. Bro, these are lit, but tone down the aggression 20% and turn up the innovativeness. Is that a word? Innovation by 50%. Okay. Love Hamish, much what you're talking about is helping with how I describe my site. Basically, a collection of collections that is sourced by what is on. Yeah, exactly. It's a very similar thing, whether you're making money from ads or selling online. I like this idea. I think we did like holidays and then like birthdays as well. For like, it would be a whole new like collection thing. I think what it would do is it would go through each product one by one and give it one of these tags, and then the collection is just created from those tags. That's a pretty good way to do it. This would be a separate system to the one that currently exists, and it would be a predefined set where it could change. So it could be like birthdays for him, and then for her, and then for mum, I guess, etc. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Birthdays, wedding suit. I'm just thinking. I'm always thinking from kind of one perspective, but I guess the whole point is to be as broad as possible so that you're doing the most work for the most people. Okay, yeah, we could definitely make this system. This would be pretty easy. I've got a second site for reselling products versus ad for username of holiday bling, many TLDs. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of TLDs. The problem is like actually getting stuff onto a TLD, I guess. Let's see what we have here. All right, let me recalibrate. Use less used car salesman, more genius engineer discovered shopping physics. Demand wave surfing, an AI that predicts microtrends before that's just not going to happen, is it? Style DNA mapping, visual commerce, evolution, no, quantum collections. What does that even mean? Each visitor sees slightly different collection arrangements. Is this a joke? Like, okay, it's kind of lost the plot a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I have a good idea. I don't know if I'm going to work on this idea now, but I do have a good idea. I think what I want to work on instead is a similar thing to the collection maker, but this is a product tagger. And tagger based off yearly, annual, repeating events. Think funerals, Christmas, birthdays, weddings, I guess, sports days, etc. The AI using Claude Sonnet 4, just as my current system is, should determine a huge list of repeating events that are relevant to the business that is currently being worked on. It can use, it's not a very good system. It can use something similar to the homepage scraper In order to get the info, it needs to see what the business is about. Then, for example, if it's a suit shop, it should have birthdays for him, Valentine's Day gifts for him, funeral outfits for men, and other specific annual repeating, not always repeating, but you know what I mean, tags. Then it should go through all the products and add any relevant tags from that list to the current existing list of products. This can be a one-off automation. Basically, it should be an AI call that says add all of the tags that are relevant to this product, and then it should tag the products. These should be stored in the DB as a new type of tag. There are currently a few types of tags already, so ensure you understand that system in full before continuing. Tag the products with the new tags. The new tags should then be displayed in the product tagger dashboard with the products grouped in it as they are on Shopify. A Shopify collection, and then they can just press make all collections. Oh wait, no, that's not how we were going to do it. Make collections. How the hell am I going to fucking prompt this? This is ridiculous. If it's a recurring holiday every year, it should make the collection. Ah, it's too complex though. What would it do? Just make all the collections at once? Like an experimental feature that just whacks out all these collections at once? Or would it be slow? I think a calendar would be really cool, but like it's so much harder to code. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Then again, I haven't known where to start with any of this, so that's true. Make sure the prompt is very specific on consumer holidays, such as Black Friday, Halloween, etc., but it depends on the business. I don't, it's so hard to code, dude. Hmm. Thinking table centerpiece, how to vids. Can I make a clearance collection based on what's not sold in the last X months? Yeah, probably. That's a good idea. Maybe saying make sure this happens once a year, then it's not that complex. Uh, should happen by all of this should happen if they turn on the product tagger automation in the modal. Ensure that it marks in progress or whatever in the database and is passed to celery properly. They can only do this once a year. It's like if you do it in November, right? It makes all of the collections for 2026. So then if you run it in November again, it makes all the collections 2027. Yeah, I know that holidays are different, so I'll definitely specify that. Also, holidays may be different in different countries. Their system needs to be extremely carefully added to my new system with a way to reset it easily for testing. Also, the collection tags must be extremely specific, and there should be extremely specific and should do for the current year until a holiday is in January, in which case the collection should be changed to the next year. The current year is 2025. I'm gonna have to remember to change that eventually. I didn't even. I didn't. Can I copy this? Please don't fucking go anywhere. Okay, good. I didn't push. Oh, sorry, I didn't create any branch. Oh, I can do it now. Okay, bang. There we go. Let's see what it comes up with. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, I don't think. I'm just going to see like where this would go if we did go with this idea. I do really like this idea though. I love this idea, says Claude. Cheers, mate. You know, it's a good idea when the AI loves it. ... You got to remember, all of these will be translated, right? So we have a Valentine's Day gifts for him with very specific products on it. This will then be translated to Italian, right? Regali San Valentino 2026 per lui. Whatever. That's the only other language I know, so I'll just stop there. But so I mean, it's got real potential. To be fair, like if I focus my efforts on SEO, I'm probably going to make the best tool in the entire world. Wait, did it start a new branch? No. No, it did not start a new branch. Classic. This is definitely my next feature. I love this feature. These are all things I did manually for 2men. I've seen them work before. Having a Black Friday collection is an amazing way to rank, for example, on Black Friday. So yeah, we have Black Friday, we have... Okay, there we go, there's a new branch, perfect. Mm. So we make like Black Friday suits 2025. Are you telling me that's not strong? That's such a strong idea. Such a good idea. I'll probably make this entire feature tomorrow. I'm just going to see for a second how this goes. Yep, just not coding the design. True. BI and marketing logistics. AI is really changing a lot, and most do not see it coming yet. True. We're running out of context here. It's going to do a badly timed compact. Not ideal. Not ideal. I think I'm going to come back to this tomorrow, guys. I'm feeling pretty bleh right now, to be honest with you. I was going to do a longer live stream, but Hamish, tell it to use the table to store the suggested until enable collections. There is where the AI can store the metadata about when it turned on and off and what geo, etc. That's probably a good idea, yeah. Another way to do this would be agents. I could have like a 24/7. I'm not sure how exactly this would work, but like I could have a 24/7 agent running that does like date time check. So it checks the date and time, and then it says, okay, in 10 days there is Christmas, or 20 days, whatever, 30 days. So in 30 days, Christmas is coming. So let's make collections based off the fact that Christmas is coming. This would be really cool. If I could make this, I'd be so happy. But yeah, I think I'll probably continue this tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in though, guys. It's been a great stream. I think I'm just gonna end there because I'm feeling pretty exhausted, to be honest with you. But yeah, thanks for checking it out, guys, and I'll be on tomorrow. I'll probably make another video today as well. I will stop coding though very soon. Let's just see how this goes. Hmm. This is cool. Could check out once a month. Store all that in the table and tell it how many days are specific until to enable. Xmas, you need a collection mid-October. October, November, December. October, November, December. Yeah, I mean 2 months. 2 months before would be good. So like I could build like a celery check that says what day is it today. Okay, it's 25th of October 2025. And it says, okay, well, maybe we need a Christmas. Yeah, this is what I'm going to make. This is a good idea. I don't like the way that I described it just here. But yeah, I mean, this would be a super, super interesting idea. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. 2 months before daily salary check. Oh, wait, that would work. Yeah, so you do a salary check. That's like a product tagger checker. And then it says, okay, so today at midnight, tomorrow is 06 2025. That's what the product tagger says. That is then sent to one Anthropic call that says within 60 days, or in exactly 60 days, are there any holidays around the world? Are there any consumer holidays around the world? And if it says yes, then what, it would do like a check for every store and say, is this relevant to this store? Is this relevant to this store? Is this relevant to this store? And if it says yes, it tags the product and creates the collection. If it says no, it doesn't tag anything. So like if it's a men's suit shop and it's Mother's Day, it's not relevant. That wouldn't be that expensive. Just a simple like, is Mother's Day X relevant to Y equals yes or no? That wouldn't be. I've talked about this before on the channel. A really amazing thing about AI is like you can replace complex algorithms with simple yes/no checks by AI, right? So previously you'd have to like write an algorithm or something to work out the relevancy of a Shopify store's inventory to a holiday. But now what you can do is you can just say, is X relevant to Y on AI, and it says yes or no. This is probably how I'm going to build it. This is a much, much more refined system. I do like the system a lot. I already know how to build this. So it's like, okay, today is the 6th of the 6th, 2025. So let's just say, ChatGPT, today is the 06/06/2025. In exactly 60 days, are there any important consumer holidays on that exact date. But this is what I don't want. National Night Out. Answer true or false. True is there is an important holiday where people are likely to spend money. False is there are only bullshit holidays that no one cares about. False. Okay, beautiful. Not in Ireland, but yeah, it's fine. I can work this out, right? So when is Black Friday? 29th of the 11th. So today is the 29th of the 9th, 2025. Surely it comes up with Black Friday here, right? It's impossible that it doesn't. True. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So look, you can see how you can build this system, right? So you can get a true false answer from AI. I'm in Cork. Hell yeah, dude. I'm in Galway. We've gone binary. Yeah, true. I think this is a really, really good way to do it. The only problem is this part here is like, is X relevant to Y? The problem is the Y is like many, many stores. That's okay. I don't know. It depends how many stores I'm working on, obviously, but so not table and row dynamic though is only checking with 1 day, exactly 60 out. If you happen to miss a day, your collection will be missed. Yeah, it's true. You can do like, but if you don't miss a day, if you do it every day, then you won't miss a day, right? That I guess that's how, because it knows how many days are in each month, etc. I don't know. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I think this is a good way to do it. Probably leap years or something might fuck me up. It does have a server check. I think I could run like a server check. Like if I go on runtime logs, you can actually see. I think the date, right? Yeah, look, 0506, which will never be wrong as far as I understand. I like this system. This is probably how I'm going to build it. So the celery runs a product tag on a check on the date to see. It finds that in 60 days exactly, Black Friday is coming. Black Friday is relevant to. Oh, I could do like a is, for example, Black Friday relevant to ecom, all ecom generally. Yes, no, right? And then if it answers yes, then it just does it for all stores. If it answers no, then it only does it for the stores that it then does another question, which is X relevant to, and then Y would be specific store. So like a suit store. And if it's true, it makes the collection. If it's false, then it skips that holiday for that business. Yeah, I understand, David. Yeah, true. We could do daily checks twice. Once at midnight, once at midday, for example. No worries, David. Why would it put it here? That makes no sense. Why the fuck would it put it all the way down there? It makes no sense. Kitty. Hello. Kitty. Little kitty. What's wrong? What is it? What is it? A fly? Yeah, get the fly, get the fly, get the fly. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yeah, get the fly. Good job. Go on, get it then. What do you think I got you for, mate? Go on, get the fly. Go on. Yeah. Yeah, she's in hunting mode. Hey, Sunvet, I'm about to finish, but hey. Go on. Where is it? Meow, meow. Joe, think you got a good idea. Like you said, it's been done manually. Some business managers does this now. Now let you drive the sales decision on the site. Yeah. Well, the problem is like you take a business like Two Men, right? I left this company 2.5 years ago. Like they won't have added a new collection, pretty much. Like they will have added a few, but like I'm the only one that's really added collections here. I told them they specifically need to add a collection when they add a new like type of product, which they do still do. But like most managers won't do this, which is why I'm doing it, right? I guarantee you most managers will not do this. What what are all these collections I made? What the hell is this? European fashion lover collection. That's crazy, dude. I'm building a custom component library with Vanilla.js and Tailwind CSS so that I have a standard library of components. Hell yeah, dude. That's a really good idea. I made some really bizarre collections while I was experimenting. Wait, why are you just pushing the code? Uh, why the hell would you push this code to dev? I at no point asked you to do that. You'll fuck my dev environment. I've got a million collections I want to create. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, right? When you're a manager of a site like this, there's just so many things to do, and like this is like the last thing on people's minds. But it's also one of the best for traffic, right? There's not bags of things that you can actually do to a Shopify store. And one of the best things you can do is add collections because they're buyer-based keywords. If you actually look at the slash collections on 2men, like it's pretty mad the amount of traffic it gets. Like if you didn't make all of these if I hadn't made all of these collections, they wouldn't be ranking. That's crazy amounts of traffic. This is the big boy keyword that we've been fighting for years and years now. We're finally on the first page. Oh, look at that. Vicuna collection. Jesus. Crazy work. Okay, so let's just see if that's true. Overlord staging. 7:38. That was an hour ago. Let's see. Just want to make sure this isn't here. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to finish the stream there. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I've got an idea for the next feature now. I just needed some time to like actually come up with an idea, but this concept that I've got here is really, really nice and really, really good, and I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I've never taken the time to build a library. It seems super useful to have at least one before I get too deep into building apps. Yeah, dude, for sure. For sure. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go chill for a bit. I'm feeling quite tired, so just gonna go relax, and I will be on tomorrow if you don't see a video from me later. I really have to make sure I don't start coding this when I'm not on stream though, because I do want to do everything on stream, and this is quite a complicated thing that I think people would enjoy seeing. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks, and peace out.